What is a feasibility study? A feasibility study is a comprehensive evaluation of a proposed project that evaluates all factors critical to its success in order to assess its likelihood of success. Business success can be defined primarily in terms of ROI, which is the number of profits that will be generated by the project. A feasibility study evaluates a project's or system's practicality. As part of a feasibility study, the objective and rational analysis of a potential business or venture is conducted to determine its strengths and weaknesses, potential opportunities and threats, resources required to carry out, and ultimate success prospects. Two criteria should be considered when judging feasibility: the required cost and expected value. In a feasibility study, a proposed plan or project is evaluated for its practicality. As part of a feasibility study, a project or venture is evaluated for its viability in order to determine whether it will be successful. As the name implies, a feasibility analysis is used to determine the viability of an idea, such as ensuring a project is legally and technically feasible as well as economically justifiable. It tells us whether a project is worth the investment. In some cases, a project may not be doable. There can be many reasons for this, including requiring too many resources, which not only prevents those resources from performing other tasks but also may cost more than an organization would earn back by taking on a project that isn't profitable. A well-designed study should offer a historical background of the business or project, such as a description of the product or service, accounting statements, details of operations and management, marketing research and policies, financial data, legal requirements, and tax obligations. A feasibility study aims to provide an independent assessment that examines all aspects of a proposed project, including technical, economic, financial, legal, and environmental considerations. This information then helps decision-makers determine whether or not to proceed with the project. The feasibility study results can also be used to create a realistic project plan and budget. Without a feasibility study, it cannot be easy to know whether or not a proposed project is worth pursuing. Types of feasibility study. A feasibility analysis evaluates the project's potential for success. Therefore, perceived objectivity is an essential factor in the credibility of the study for potential investors and lending institutions. There are 5 types of feasibility study, separate areas that a feasibility study examines, described below. 1. Technical feasibility. This assessment focuses on the technical resources available to the organization. It helps organizations determine whether the technical resources meet capacity and whether the technical team is capable of converting the ideas into working systems. Technical feasibility also involves the evaluation of the hardware, software, and other technical requirements of the proposed system. 2. Economic feasibility. This assessment typically involves a cost/benefits analysis of the project, helping organizations determine the viability, cost, and benefits associated with a project before financial resources are allocated. It also serves as an independent project assessment and enhances project credibility, helping decision-makers determine the positive economic benefits to the organization that the proposed project will provide. 3. Legal feasibility. This assessment investigates whether any aspect of the proposed project conflicts with legal requirements like zoning laws, data protection acts, or social media laws. Let's say an organization wants to construct a new office building in a specific location. A feasibility study might reveal the organization's ideal location isn't zoned for that type of business. That organization has just saved considerable time and effort by learning that their project was not feasible right from the beginning. 4. Operational feasibility. This assessment involves undertaking a study to analyze and determine whether, and how well, the organization's needs can be met by completing the project. Operational feasibility studies also examine how a project plan satisfies the requirements identified in the requirements analysis phase of system development. 5. Scheduling feasibility. This assessment is the most important for project success. After all, a project will fail if not completed on time. In scheduling feasibility, an organization estimates how much time the project will take to complete. When these areas have all been examined, the feasibility analysis helps identify any constraints the proposed project may face, including internal project constraints, technical, technology, budget, resource, etc. Internal corporate constraints, financial, marketing, export, etc. External constraints, logistics, environment, laws, and regulations, etc. Elements of feasibility study. As discussed earlier, it should also be noted that feasibility study is carried out based on many purposes to analyze whether software product will be right in terms of development, implementation, contribution of project to the organization, etc. You may also see these referred to as the 4 types of feasibility studies, though most feasibility studies actually include a review of all 4 elements, and these 4 elements are: 1. Technical feasibility. A technical feasibility study reviews the technical resources available for your project. This study determines if you have the right equipment, enough equipment, and the right technical knowledge to complete your project objectives. 2. Financial feasibility. Financial feasibility describes whether or not your project is fiscally viable. A financial feasibility report includes a cost/benefit analysis of the project. It also forecasts an expected return on investment, ROI, as well as outlines any financial risks. The goal at the end of the financial feasibility study is to understand the economic benefits the project will drive. 3. Market feasibility. The market feasibility study is an evaluation of how your team expects the project's deliverables to perform in the market. This part of the report includes a market analysis, market competition breakdown, and sales projections. Try a SANA for project management. 4. Operational feasibility. An operational feasibility study evaluates whether or not your organization is able to complete this project. This includes staffing requirements, organizational structure, and any applicable legal requirements. At the end of the operational feasibility study, your team will have a sense of whether or not you have the resources, skills, and competencies to complete this work. Benefits of feasibility study. There are several benefits to feasibility studies, including helping project managers discern the pros and cons of undertaking a project before investing a significant amount of time and capital into it. In this video, we shall take a look at just 4 of them. 1. Risk mitigation. Feasibility studies allow construction professionals to identify and mitigate potential risks early on. By thoroughly evaluating technical, financial, and operational aspects, teams can develop contingency plans and proactively address issues that may arise during construction. This minimizes the chances of cost overruns, delays, and other setbacks that could jeopardize project success. 2. Cost optimization. A detailed financial evaluation within a feasibility study helps optimize construction budgets. By estimating project costs accurately, construction teams can identify cost-saving measures and avoid unnecessary expenses. This ensures that projects stay within budget and maximize the return on investment. 3. Informed decision-making. Feasibility studies provide construction professionals with crucial insights to make informed decisions. By analyzing market demand and assessing technical and operational aspects, teams can determine whether a project aligns with their goals and objectives. This helps avoid investing resources in projects that are not financially viable or do not meet market demands. 4. Stakeholder confidence. Conducting a feasibility study demonstrates professionalism and due diligence to stakeholders such as investors, lenders, and regulatory bodies. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to visit our online educational platform at www.eduslides.com by registering for free courses. Guess what? You can as well earn a certificate of completion after completing your course, and you don't have to pay to register. Why not subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more videos by clicking the subscribe button below?